Okay, so these Reynolds 93 soft sliders, they are like the best.
Yo, 100%, forget what I'm even talking about in the intro. Reynolds approves. Simple as that. If you look at this man's career, he does not put his name on shit that he doesn't approve of. He's getting older. Tore up his body from skating all these years. If these wheels weren't good, he wouldn't be putting them out there. Look at what he did with all the shoes. He could have his pick of any shoe company to skate for, right? He cuts all of these shoes in half just to figure out which shoe company he should skate for. He's looking for things that are gonna help him skate longer on his board, whether that's day to day or just years to come. You think he didn't do the same thing with the freaking wheels? Going through each wheel company, seeing who could offer him the best deal, but also has the best wheels.
This wheel and the Formula 97X's feel similar. Spitfire claims that they're 93D, but they don't feel like it.
The Formula X's lasted me for a year. I'm hoping these do the same thing. So these old Mississippi skate parks have some rough ground.
The Softsliders handled the rough ground well, but I don't think they would perform as well as the Dragons did in the streets.
I think Sticker Steve said it best. These wheels are a copy of basically the Bones Formula X's. Bones released theirs first, and then Spitfire basically copied their homework. They're a 93 durometer wheel, but they don't feel that way. They feel like a harder wheel. It's like you got the benefits of both worlds. So I like them better than the Dragons. I could not stand those damn Dragon wheels. That's why I didn't review them. I like these wheels. I was able to push less and cruise more. It felt like I got more time just riding them upward. Slide good, but not as good as the Formula X's.
This is another one of my local parks. It has extremely smooth ground, so this is going to be a good test. The wheels are still gripping, but they feel faster, like almost like I'm gaining too much speed. This made trick strange at first, almost like I had to push less just to go slow enough to get used to the wheels. Skating these at a skate park was a good test, and it was a good experience.
They don't slide as good as the Formula X's unless you're on tar. I feel like you're on an indoor skate park because they were kind of sliding all over the place. But I think that's just because I got the tar on the wheels. It's all in good fun. Those are the things that kind of make you a better skater.
Next up, I'm going to be testing slides and grinds on ledges. Now, if there's one form of skating that I say I do a lot, it's skating ledges. So if these wheels are actually good, then they're going to prove it on this ledge. So unlike the Dragons, there's no god-awful squeak when I'm really starting to dig into the ledge to keep my balance.
Whenever I'm like doing slides, because I do a lot of nose slides, with these wheels, they don't grip on grinds or slides. They kind of like accelerate you. That's when they start acting like a harder wheel. Like the only time I found it like gripping was like with a rusty ass rail, but like any wheels are gonna grip on that shit.
Now, typically on manuals, the sucky thing is you kind of lose speed. For these, they were great. Like I was able to like gain speed and keep momentum. Now, as far as rails go, I didn't hear any crazy squeal or squeak. With the Dragons, they would have taken my speed and I would have heard some crazy squeal. Next up, we're going to be testing the wheels out in the street. So this is a DIY park. Big cracks and glass everywhere. So if you fall, you're really going to get hurt. But these wheels made this park feel like a California skate park.
And it's crazy that they're 52 millimeter, and I feel like I'm getting just as much speed like inside of like some random parking lot as I am at a skate park. When you're at the skate park, you almost feel like you're getting too much damn speed. Like they're going fast as hell. It's insane. I caught myself slipping out or like having to go slower because damn, these wheels are fast as hell. I think that's where the lower contact patch is helping. It's where your wheels hit the ground. It's where they meet and make contact.
So going over this little bump, I was gaining a lot of speed. Right here, you can see I almost lost control. If these wheels were crappy, I wouldn't be doing that. I would have just, you know, barely been able to push. Any other wheel that I had that wasn't a hybrid of a soft and hard wheel, I wouldn't be able to get the speed that I needed.
Dude, even if I get a shitty nose slide, I'm getting this damn nose slide.
So right here is another example of how good these wheels are. I was able to nose slide this rail and I didn't have to wax it at all. So right here is a good example of me getting too much speed. Like I couldn't tell how much speed I needed, so I kind of had to run up to it just a couple of times to figure it out. All right, so I'm out here at a random bank parking lot. Look, man, if these wheels are good, I should be able to skate this shit no problem. Half the parking lot is really crusty and half of it is not. This ground was a lot rougher than the DIY. Now this is where I would have had to give a point to the Dragons. The Dragons actually would have taken this ground like it would have been no problem. Only problem is I would have been getting so much bounce. These wheels still did good even on this rough ground. This session made me wish I had bought 53s or even a bigger wheel instead of the 52s, because I kept getting stuck in the cracks. Like there were some giant ass cracks out there. I think the Formula X's would have done about the same, except for the increased speed. Now, as far as bounce goes, Dragons definitely #1 for bounce. So if you do flat grounds, it's gonna suck for you. These wheels, they're closer to the Formula X's when it comes to bounce. So both of the sessions that you just saw, I was able to do those like back to back. And after I was done, my knees weren't hurting and my feet weren't hurting. Like my body felt good.
So conclusion time. I would buy this wheel again. This time I would like to buy a 53 instead of a 52. If I had some bigger wheels, it make things easier. If you guys want to feel great and not like your neck, your back, and your crack are gonna all fall apart, then get you some of these wheels.
To the right over here is gonna be a picture of my face where you can subscribe. Up here will be a playlist, and down here is gonna be another playlist. Thank you guys for watching.